Welcome to the Long Road with your host Parker and Logan. Enjoy the show.
Hello and welcome back, fellow travelers, to the latest installment of the Long Road. As always, I am your host Parker. With me, my right-hand man, the inventor of the differential rear axle, a purveyor of fine pizzas, whiskey, women, and other assorted boozeries, Logan Ready.
I'll drink that.
Alright guys, so as I teased out a little bit earlier in my Facebook Live post on the...
Hold on, I got something to say. This is good. That was a good choice. What is that?
Okay, alright, so I guess we'll back up.
Now, hold the phone. I gotta talk about whiskey for a second.
This is Hofstadter's. I'm not really sure how you pronounce it, but it's low and slow rye whiskey.
Sweet.
Good friend of mine introduced it to me. I've not been able to find it back home. We were driving around Knoxville, saw a liquor store, and said, hey, let's go check in and see what they got. They had it. I immediately had to buy a bottle. It is a really good, really smooth whiskey. I've never had it that I didn't enjoy it.
It's sweet, kind of like candy almost.
Yeah, it's real smooth, real easy to drink. Definitely a good sipping whiskey. You ain't got to shoot it because you don't need to. It's not rough.
This is sipping.
Yeah, it's a good sipping whiskey. That's exactly right. So, all right, back on point, I guess.
Yeah, back on track.
On track. So, this weekend, we took a grand tour around Knoxville, Tennessee, checking out places to eat as a follow-up to our brewery tour from 2 weeks ago.
Yep.
Like I said, I teased at it on Friday when I headed out from Hayesville. I made a Facebook Live post while driving, which is pretty dangerous. Maybe I shouldn't do that.
Promoting a bad example.
Yeah. Kids, don't live Facebook and drive. It's not worth it.
Do as we say, not as we do.
I'm full of great advice and I don't follow any of it. So here we go. First stop. What was it? Downtown.
Yep.
Yes. All right. So Friday night we hit Downtown Bar and Grill, also known as Woodruff's Brewery.
Yep.
They
have giant couple kettles inside. You can watch them brew and stuff. It's really cool looking.
It is very cool. Okay, I'm a bit of I love theater. I know you can't tell that by looking at me. I was a show choir in high school, so I love theater, but particularly musical theater, go figure. But there's a mezzanine in this restaurant, so like everything's in the middle, and then there's a mezzanine that wraps around the top, and I've just always loved the aesthetics of a mezzanine. Theater people get it. Most people have no idea what a mezzanine is. All my theater people.
It's a balcony, more or less.
No, it's a mezzanine. It's
balcony. You overlook. It's an indoor porch.
I'll give you indoor porch.
Okay, we'll take indoor porch.
So, I got of course, by the time I got here, because I got a late start on Friday, Logan had already eaten, so he grabbed some melted cheese nacho things. They were really good.
Yeah, they were good.
I had, it's some sort of chicken. I forget the name of it.
Durango chicken.
Durango chicken. Had diced onions, or not onions, tomatoes, and then had cheese and bacon on it. It's really good.
Super good.
Skinning, mashed potatoes, and broccoli.
Yeah.
Love broccoli.
They got good pork chops there too. I've eaten there a lot of times. I always get the pork chops, get the mashed potatoes, get the broccoli.
Woo! And the beer's not bad either.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's all brewed in-house. They don't sell like Bud Light or...
Yeah, I was
water.
not paying attention. It had been a long drive for Tyler Parker. And as I'm sitting there, I just casually unwrapped my straw, and I was meant to put it in my water that I'd gotten as well as the beer. But put it in the beer, and we just like took a big drink. Our waitress started
She
laughing.
judged you?
She laughed so hard she snorted a little bit. Like she's like, I was like, oh, what am I doing? And she's like, I wasn't gonna say anything. And I was like, no, of course not. It's too funny to just let it happen.
Just watch the train wreck.
I would have done it too. So
Yeah.
But yeah, and then from Friday night we roamed around.
Yeah, went down the old city. Hit up the usual spots. Ended up at the pizza place, Davinci's.
Davinci's Pizza, yeah. So if you've never been to Old City here in Knoxville, Davinci's is a pizza place down in Old City. So there's a lot of nightclubs down in that area, and so The cool thing, bar stopped serving at 3, Davinci's is open till 4. So when the bar lets out, a lot of people go there and start drinking.
Yeah.
That was just an interesting night. So first off, we see Grandpa. I don't know what else to call him. And the guy at the table starts telling us a little bit about him. He is a guy, he's probably in his 80s, man. He walks around in a walker. He hits up all of the nightclub scene, yeah.
He's got to be like almost 80, if not.
He has a sweet cowboy hat.
With pictures
and
on it.
The band is all pictures that he's had made with girls at all of the different, nightlife places. So we sat there, we talked to the guy beside us. Grandpa got up and he had gone to the bathroom. He needs a walker to get around. I was really impressed. I hope I'm this guy. I hope that I'm 80 years old.
It is 3 in the morning and he's out eating pizza with us.
Yeah. So he goes to the bathroom when the guy beside us is telling us the story, and we decided, like, hey, man, when he comes back, we should talk to him, right? Well, before he got back, we're sitting at this table eating pizza.
Yeah.
And this guy,
watching hockey.
I'm watching the U.S.-Canada game. Hockey, I'm into hockey. Go Pens! Yeah. So that's the Penguins for all you non-hockey people.
Joel.
So anyway, there we are. I'm sitting there watching it. I'm explaining to Logan the blue line rule, which is the basis for all, like, getting anybody to understand what's going on in hockey. If they get the blue line rule, they can figure everything else out. So I'm explaining to Logan the blue line rule, and this guy just sits down at our table. Drunk dude. British.
Drunk British dude.
Drunk British dude. He is struggling to stay awake. His friends are like, oh man, we're sorry, but it's like our mate's pissed. And he's like, oh, he's drunk. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. No, I actually knew that reference. But so, like, they sit there and they're trying to pump him full of food so they can go into another bar that's across the way.
Yeah, his mate's like, here, eat this pizza. He's like, oh, I don't want it.
It's
like shoving pizza.
And he would go do this completely bipolar. He would go from being like almost asleep on the table to like running around. Like, it was crazy. But so I'm sitting there talking to it, and a good buddy of mine, Ricky Wells, my best friend from like the first day of kindergarten to the day he moved away. His parents were British, and in the 8th grade, our 8th grade year, they had moved back to England for a year, and I got to go visit. And so he's like, any of you guys ever been to the UK? And Logan's like, yeah, this guy has. He's like, oh, where at? So it's Hailsham, I believe, is the town that he's from. Originally, I know that's about it. I can't remember much. And I told him, like, oh yeah, we went to Hastings and Warwick Castle and hung out in London and then did the Channel thing back in those days. Which all of a sudden he's like, oh, okay, cool, because like apparently I wasn't hitting just like where most Americans go. I was out in like the country area.
He was getting like his friends to come over, like, oh, he knows where Hastings is and blah blah.
Yeah. He's like, he's been to all these places, mate. And they're like,
there's like 5 of them. And they're all like,
So we sit there and hang out with them for 20 minutes while they sober their buddy up. That was just a really...
And then his buddy gets up like, I gotta go, and he takes off. We're like, well, it's good meeting you guys. They all left.
Yeah. Crazy story. Awesome night just in general. So yeah. Alright, the next stop on our list was, we went back to Old Town on Saturday for lunch, up to Barley's. Now Barley's a bar that we normally hit whenever we're out there. It's a real cool place. Dig the vibe.
Very
really
folky.
It's a hipster bar.
Yeah, it's a hipster bar.
And it's my kind of place. I love it.
So many beers to choose from.
Oh yeah. Huge beer selection. Their live acts are always really good.
Tons of pool tables.
Pool tables, dartboards and stuff upstairs. The back porch always pays off for us. There's you go upstairs, there's a back porch area where people go to smoke. I've never been on that porch where something interesting didn't happen, including Logan getting hit on by a married woman. That was pretty cool. Two married women.
Just throwing it out there, but anyways.
Right? Yeah. Yeah, so every time we go out there, so anyway, we've eaten there before late night. We decided, how about we check it out when we're not pissed drunk?
Or when the sun's out.
When the sun's out. So we head back to Barley's. We had the Barley Q Pizza. It's a barbecue chicken pizza.
Yeah.
That has red onions and banana peppers, and I think that's it. I can't remember. Anyway,
chicken.
Really good pizza. It doesn't look pretty.
The best pizza is not pretty.
The dough always looks a little lumpy, and that's just because they do everything by hand. There's no machine rolling things out. It's all
brick oven.
Yeah, they take pretty good pride in their pizza there. So definitely, I've eaten at a couple pizza places out here, and Barley's is still my go-to every time I come out, without a doubt. So then we also went to the Ye Olde Steakhouse.
First time he's been there.
It's the first time I've been on the other side of the river.
Yeah, we normally don't go on the other side of the river because it's sketchy.
Yeah, I was like, man, where are you taking me? Check cash, gun store, liquor store, check cash, gun store, liquor store, Wendy's.
4 Wendy's, and we only went 5 miles.
I don't think you're taking me to a steakhouse, Logan, but sure shit, there we were.
Steakhouse. It's in this old log cabin building.
Yeah, really cool aesthetics. We got there pretty late, and it was right after the UT game had started.
Yeah.
So everybody had kind of cleared out by that point. We were the last ones there.
We closed down the steakhouse.
We closed down the steakhouse. We ended up getting the same thing. 20-ounce New York strip.
Yeah.
With farmhouse potatoes.
Woodshed.
Woodshed potatoes. And broccoli. All right, so broccoli is self-explanatory. A 20-ounce New York strip is this thick.
This big.
It was a massive steak. I struggled to finish the whole steak.
I didn't finish.
And I feel ashamed of myself.
Yeah. Did not finish my steak.
So that was where we the woodshed.
Yeah, woodshed.
Woodshed potatoes are pan-fried potatoes with onions and cheese. What Mama cooks twice a week back.
Yeah.
But to get that in a restaurant somewhere was really good.
Oh, and they didn't skip out on the potatoes neither. The steak, just as big as a wad of potatoes. Fucking broccoli.
There had to have been 4 potatoes per plate. What we had, it was crazy.
Not even a joke.
So went there. Then hung out once again. This time we hung out around Gay Street, Market Square. Did some stuff out that way. Ended up trekking up to Balter Brew Works.
Oh yeah.
I got a Kolsch that they make, the Good Neighbor Kolsch. I don't find a lot of Kolsch's. I like them. I saw the name. I was interesting. I'll try one.
Yeah.
And then I've never had one I didn't like, but I don't find them often. So the downside to that. Also, if you're a gentleman like myself and enjoy a wide variety of alcoholic beverages, the guy there will make you a mint julep. Now, I've not found any bars here in Knoxville that I've been to that will actually make me a mint julep.
Most because they don't have the mint.
Yeah, they have mojitos on the menu, and I'm like, look, man, I see you got mojitos, it means you got to have the mint. Can you do me a julep? And he's like, yeah, I can do it. So, had a julep. First time in a while. Like I said, it's just hard to find a place that has those. So,
you got with Woodford's Reserve, so it just made it that much better.
Yeah, it was really good. I mean, I've never had a julep I didn't like. So, but yeah.
Yeah, that was my first taste. I tasted his first taste. It was like whiskey. You drink whiskey, but with a freshy. It takes the edge off. But
I will say the one thing.
This, but
it wasn't quite minty enough. Normally there's a little bit more mint to it, but the way he had just enough mint where it was nice and balanced. I prefer to have that real minty flavor when I drink it. With the mint that he had in, you didn't have the residual aftertaste of the whiskey and anything like that. Just a recipe. If you guys are interested in mint juleps, it is mint leaves. They say 8 mint leaves, some powdered sugar, simple syrup.
You gotta muddle the sugar
you muddle all those together. Pour on the ice. It's 2 ounces of bourbon, and then
simple syrup.
Well, you're supposed to actually put the simple syrup in when you're supposed to muddle with the simple syrup in it. That was the one thing you didn't. So you muddle all that together. It's 2 ounces of bourbon. This case, Woodford Reserve, and then you.
He shook it, so
you top the highball glass off with water, and then shake it, whatever. I enjoy them. I don't get them often.
It was tasty.
Yeah, I don't get them often. A lot of places don't make them.
Yeah, I don't find many mojitos in Knoxville. Mint goes bad in like no time.
Yeah, I mean, I like to consider myself one of the last, well, not even the last, but a modern Southern gentleman. And that means enjoying those kinds of cocktails. So yeah, it was really cool. And then let's see, today we called it early lunch at the Thai place. What'd you call it?
Taste of Thai.
Taste of Thai. But the best news is, right, it's right by the Best Buy, so you get done at Taste of Thai, go to the Best Buy, and then when it hits the lower intestine, you're right at the bathroom.
You're right. Which doesn't take like 4 minutes.
The cool part is that anything that is spicy there, you can actually rate it between 1 to 5. I forget exactly what I got. It was this mixture of vegetables and chicken, and it was spicy, and the rice. It was all pretty good.
You got a 4 on whatever it was.
Yeah, it was good. Spicy wasn't too overbearing.
I just got the house fried rice. Spiciness of 3. It's a good little kick.
And I got the
fried rice, whatever.
The lemongrass soup that comes with it instead of the spring roll.
That was not good.
I like the lemongrass soup.
All right, let me tell you guys how to make lemongrass soup. You take you a can of SpaghettiOs, drain the water into a bowl, take you some concentrated lemon juice, put it in there, give it a stir, heat it up, eat it. That's exactly what it tasted like.
I thought it was good. It was sweet, it was savory, it was a little sour. Anyways, so we hit that, I don't know, about 11 o'clock today. Then drove around, obviously went to Best Buy, where we had some rather hateful commentary about the movies and the DVD lines. We like to criticize things.
Massive conversation on movies.
Maybe we should start doing that. If you guys like that, let us know. Put it in the comments.
Alright, what do we do? We'll film ourselves watching movies.
Oh, I was
like
gonna,
Shia LaBeouf.
I mean, that would work.
So he watches his own movies. We don't have any movies to watch for ourselves.
I was thinking that maybe what we could do is actually like go down the movie aisle at a store and film us talking about various movies. I don't know. I mean, if you guys want to see something like that, let us know. Like I said in the comments.
Yep.
And then later on this afternoon, we stopped at my favorite barbecue place, Dead End BBQ.
Yeah, it's not everybody's favorite, but it's our favorite.
And the thing is if Logan couldn't find it, I couldn't tell you where it is. I have no idea. I've been there 1,000 times, and if you give me the keys to a vehicle and say, "Hey, Parker, drive us to Dead End," I'll be like, no.
Yeah, it's kind of a weird location, but.
I think the best, one of the coolest parts about it is they have an appetizer called barbaqueso, and it is white queso cheese.
We'll have to make another trip there. I need more barbaqueso in my life.
It's like white queso cheese that you get at a Mexican restaurant with. It's not really pulled pork because it's pulled pork that they've chopped up real fine.
Yeah, so you can dip it with.
And then barbecue sauce drizzled over that, like all that layered together in a bowl with Frito chips. Probably one of the best appetizers I've had at any restaurant I've ever been to. I got the combo with the brisket and the sausage. They have their own smoked sausage there, and oh my god.
Oh man,
if you like sausage or meat in general, get down there, try their smoked sausage. Absolutely amazing. I got it with the pimento mac and cheese and the country style green beans. I love green beans. I know I don't look like the kind of guy that would be into green beans, but I mean, I even have a favorite genre of them. I'll say it here, I'll say it to the face. Rattlesnake beans are better than half runners. All day long.
You heard it here first.
I don't care what anybody says. Rattlesnakes beat half runners any day of the week. And it's weird that I know that those are two kinds of green beans and I have a preference, but I know my green beans.
No, we're from the stick, so yeah.
So what did you get, man?
Okay, so
well, I mean,
sausage.
I know, but you
gotta get the sausage and pulled pork. Standard pulled pork. Comes with some Texas toast. You slap that pulled pork on that Texas toast, and you like a sandwich. This is apparently how you eat sandwiches. So
yeah, as from our story last time.
Yeah, from last week.
No, you're rested on the hand, and you get it from the back, and then as you bite, you pull a little bit. So
it's always on the edge of your hand.
Yeah.
I didn't know the mac and cheese, pimento mac and cheese, delicious. And I, fries.
I've also had their fried okra before. If you like fried okra, I mean, nothing beats homemade fried okra. So I don't even compare when I get it at a restaurant to what I get at the house. But as far as restaurant fried okra goes, number one. I mean, I've heard people say that the best store-bought fried okra comes from Cracker Barrel. They've never eaten it dead end. Really
Or your
good.
mom's house.
Well, that she doesn't count because it's not a restaurant.
It should be.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
She fixes food for us enough.
Stop selling them leftovers.
Oh man, and your mama's leftovers.
Right.
So all in all, it's been a good weekend.
Yeah.
We have absolutely destroyed Logan's toilet.
I don't know if I'll put that in there.
He had to go out and buy a plunger because of this experiment. Actually, he bought it beforehand just to be safe. Like I mentioned in the Facebook Live thing, we really planned this one out before doing it, and even then it sort of backfired on us. We had other places we intended to go, but we overslept.
We could not eat anymore.
Yeah, and we overslept, and it's a good thing that we did oversleep because, like I said, we're gonna hit two more breakfast places, yesterday and today. And
yeah,
by not hitting those, I'm actually okay with that. I still feel miserable,
yeah,
absolutely useless.
I was still 4 from the steak from the night before when I woke up.
Yeah, well, we all know what the meat
crap.
sweats are, right? Okay, it's you eat so much meat you start sweating.
Got the meat sweats.
We had the meat sweats, but we were also drunk on steak, and I didn't know that was a thing. This was before there was any alcohol imbibed that day, and we're like,
We
man.
had to drink light beer.
Yeah, I was like,
Oh.
man, I feel so good. I mean,
Yeah.
so it was a good trip. Hopefully you'll check those places out. Can we put websites for those places in the description?
Yep.
All right, so check the description of the video for where it was that we went to eat. Maybe you guys can, if you're out this way, you can take a look yourself. I guess that's it.
Yeah.
All right, well, guys, hey, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, leave us a comment down below.
We're on the new channel now.
Yes, we are on our new channel. What is that again? Because I've not been keeping up.
YouTube.com, and then just look for the Long Road. The official Long Road channel.
The official Long Road channel, yeah.
I'll link it on the Facebook again and everywhere else. So, yeah.
Yeah, so we're instead of piggybacking off of Witch Doctor Studios, which is this guy's thing, he does a lot of other production work besides just our show. But instead of piggybacking off him, we have our own now. Yeah, so subscribe to this new channel, like the video, share it with your friends, your family, show it to your mom.
Yeah,
should enjoy it.
Yeah.
We love moms out there. And let's see what else. Like us on Facebook at TLR Podcast, at TLR Podcast on Twitter. Logan is the Logan Rickett on Twitter, and I am that Tyler Parker on Twitter. So if you guys are, want to send us personal messages, if you want Logan to yell at me about something that I do, hey, he'll do it. We love hate mail.
Dude, come on, give us suggestions. If you want us to go somewhere, we'll go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're not afraid.
No, we'll take a road trip.
You want us to sneak into Oak Ridge National Laboratory? Might be hard, but we'll try.
We'll live stream that. All the way up till we get caught.
And the chase beforehand. So, also one last thing before we sign off for this week. Today is the 15th anniversary of 9/11. I don't like to capitalize on that sort of thing. I think that it's really bullcrap when I see companies doing that. I got a real sour taste in my mouth over a lot of things. If you see a first responder, a veteran, anybody, thank them. Maybe if you see some guys out eating dinner, buy them dessert or something. It's crazy to think it's 15 years ago.
Yep.
But it is. So, like I said, keep all of our first responders in your thoughts and your prayers today, and the families of those who didn't come home after that call. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, until next time, there's nothing between you but air and opportunity.